most insecure person you know probably looks the most confident. Not shy, not quiet, confident. That's not an accident. It's a disguise, and it's a good one. Most people wear it so well that you've almost certainly been fooled by it this week without even realizing it. But once you learn these 7 signs, the mask stops working. You'll start spotting it everywhere. In coworkers, in friends, in that one relative, and maybe, if we're being honest, in the mirror. Number 4 is the one people hide the hardest, so make sure you stick around for that one. Here's why this actually matters. Insecurity almost never looks like insecurity. It hides behind charm, behind jokes, behind confidence, so loud it fills the whole room. Which means you're probably misreading people every single day, trusting the wrong ones and underestimating the right ones. Let's fix that. Sign 1. They can't take a compliment. Watch what happens when you praise someone. Tell a secure person, hey, great job. And they just say, thanks. Easy. Done. But tell an insecure person the exact same thing and something strange happens. They squirm, they deflect. Oh, it was nothing. Honestly, I just got lucky. Anyone could have done it. Or they panic and fire a compliment straight back at you, just to get the spotlight off themselves. Here's why. A compliment is a tiny claim about their worth, and deep down, they don't believe that claim is true. So when the evidence shows up, they reject it, because it doesn't match the story they tell themselves. A confident person collects compliments. An insecure person argues with them. So next time, don't listen to what someone says about themselves. Just watch how they handle being praised. It tells you almost everything. Sign 2. They over-explain and over-apologize. Secure people make a decision and move on. Insecure people justify everything. You'll ask a simple question and get a 3-paragraph explanation for a choice that never needed defending. They say sorry for things that were never their fault. Sorry for asking, sorry for taking up space, sorry for basically existing. And it feels polite on the surface, but underneath, it's a bid for approval. The logic is, if I explain myself enough, if I apologize first, then you can't judge me, because I've already beaten you to it. It's armor, so pay attention to the person who narrates and apologizes their way through every tiny interaction. That constant need to pre-justify isn't good manners. It's a fear wearing a silly, convincing costume. But the next one is sneakier, because it looks like the exact opposite of insecurity. Sign 3. They put other people down. And they're subtle about it. It's the backhanded compliment. Wow, you actually pulled that off? It's the joke with a little blade hidden inside it. It's the one-up. You mentioned you had a rough week, and somehow, instantly, their week was worse. Whatever you've got, they've had it bigger, harder, more. Here's the mechanism. Tearing someone else down is the fastest, cheapest way to feel taller. For about 10 seconds. A genuinely secure person can celebrate you, because your win doesn't cost them anything. But an insecure person is running low on self-worth. So when you shine, it feels like you're stealing from them. That's why they have to shrink you back down. So watch who can be genuinely happy for other people, and who always, quietly, needs to come out on top. Sign 4. They perform confidence the loudest. This is the one people hide the hardest. So listen closely. Real confidence is quiet. It doesn't need an audience, because it has nothing to prove. So when someone is constantly announcing it, how confident they are, how successful, how they don't care what anyone thinks, how absolutely nothing bothers them, pause. Because think about what people actually brag about. Nobody who's genuinely rich needs to tell you they're rich. Nobody who's truly secure needs to remind you every 5 minutes. We don't advertise what we already have. We advertise what we're afraid we're missing. So the bragging, the name dropping, the I really don't care, said for the 10th time, that's not confidence. That's a commercial. And the louder the flex, the deeper the wound it's covering up. Still with me? Good, because number 6 might just be about you. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. Sign 5. They replay conversations and need reassurance. Picture this. It's 2 a.m. and they're lying awake, replaying a completely normal conversation from 3 days ago, convinced they said something wrong. They'll text, "Are you mad at me?" when literally nothing happened. They need constant, repeated proof that they're okay with you. And here's the root of it. Their sense of worth doesn't live inside them. It lives outside, in your reaction, in your tone, in whether you left them on red. So they're always scanning you for evidence. A secure person can have an awkward moment and forget it by dinner. An insecure person can have one offhand comment quietly hijack their entire day. If someone constantly needs reassuring that things are fine, that's not clinginess. That's a person whose self-worth is being held hostage by everyone around them. Sign 6. They become a chameleon. Ask them what they actually think about something. And the honest answer is, it depends who's in the room. Around one group, they have one opinion. Around another, the complete opposite. They laugh at jokes they don't find funny. They agree with whoever spoke last. They mirror the person they're standing next to, constantly reading the room for the right answer. And it makes sense, in a sad way, because if you never take a real position, no one can ever reject the real you. Having no self feels safer than having one somebody might not like. But here's the cost. People who stand for nothing are strangely hard to trust, because you never quite know who you're talking to, and underneath it, all that shape-shifting is exhausting. They're worn out from being everyone except themselves. Sign 7. They can't be happy for you. And the last one is the quietest of them all. When something genuinely good happens to you, you get the job, the relationship, the win. Watch their face in the half second before their words catch up. There's a flicker, a tiny drop, and then the congrats arrives. Technically correct, but somehow cold. Because to an insecure mind, your success isn't just your success. It's a scoreboard. And if you're going up, then they must be going down. A secure person claps the loudest when you win, because there's no scoreboard in their head. Your good news is just as good news to them. An insecure person claps a half second late, and once you've seen that half second delay, you can never unsee it. Now, here's the part that actually matters, so don't click away just yet. None of these people are villains. Every single one of these signs come from the exact same place. Fear. Fear of not being enough. So, if you recognize someone in this video, maybe go a little easier on them. And if you recognized yourself in a few of these, honestly, good. That's not something to feel bad about. That's the first step, because awareness is the whole cure. Insecurity isn't who you are. It's a habit you picked up somewhere along the way. And anything you learned, you can unlearn. The confident people you look up to weren't born without fear. They just slowly, quietly stopped needing the disguise. And so can you. So be honest with me. Which sign hit a little too close to home? Drop the number in the comments. No judgment here. We're all a little bit of number 5. And if this changed the way you see people around you, hit subscribe. Because that is exactly what this channel is for. Making sense of the weird, quiet stuff going on inside your head. I'll see you in the next one.